Early booking is relative and is depending on the type of outfit you want to make. He wanted us to build a design from the scratch. This design was going to go through 4 different desks.
The Wedding Prep by NE Weddings.
Hi, my name is Enahoro Kupa. I am the creative director of Kupa Bespoke, and this is the Wedding Prep. As a designer in the wedding industry, one of the mistakes I always see grooms make while preparing for their weddings is always having an elaborate specifications with a very low budget. You can come to us with your specifications, with what you really want, with pictures and ideas, but you should be sure that what you have in your budget can actually cover all these specifications. Most times I would always want to get a budget first, so that when you discuss your designs, when you discuss your style, as we proceed with the briefing, it's easier to let you know that, okay, I don't think the budget will go with the design that you want, and somehow we can find a way to meet halfway. Yeah, so some time ago, I was working with a client, and he came up with a very, out of the world concept. He wanted us to build a design from the scratch, and this design was going to go through 4 different desks. So going through 4 different desks, you would expect that the budget is really, because these 4 different desks would need to be paid. But when it was time for pricing, when it was time for negotiation, I was surprised what the budget of this client was. So sometimes I really think that if you need something out of the world, if you need something elaborate, if you need something that is really detailed, you should also be sure that your budget is matching. So another mistake I see grooms make while preparing for their wedding is having their brides wanting to call the shots for their styling. I mean, that is not entirely wrong. I don't even think it's wrong at all. But if you have to be involved with the styling of your groom, if you have ideas, if you have things that you need to impute, I think that should be involved from the consultation for that outfit and not in the fitting. Because at that point, there's nothing anyone can do. There are a little bit of amendment they can do here and there, but to do a major work that would come out nice, you need to be involved from the onset. So it's good to meet your designer, your stylist with your groom at the same time, so that when you discuss the outfit, when you discuss the designs, you will be in sync. So if you have an idea for your groom's outfit, you can always come with your groom, or make sure you are involved with the briefing from the onset. Make sure you are involved. Don't come halfway. Don't come at the end, because at that point, there is not so much that the designer or the stylist can do. So another mistake I see grooms make while preparing for their weddings is late bookings. I know there are a lot of reasons why that happens, but be rest assured that it will attract an extra cost, because bringing your team together to work in a very short period of time is going to take much, and you might have to pay for extra hours and a lot of other things. I mean, Kupa would always deliver, but there would always be an extra charge. And to save yourself from the extra cost and rush hour, you can always try your best to book on time, to book ahead of time. And it's always easier to do a good job when you book on time, because all the pressure and everything is not, so when you book on time, it's easier to do a better and a perfect job. So when I talk about early booking is relative and is depending on the type of outfit you want to make. So if you want to make something that has a lot of details with embellishments, you have to do a lot of embroidery and all that. You have to come like 2 months to the time, because we will have to, first of all, create the design, develop it, before we can start giving it to different vendors. And yes, so you have to come like 2 months. But if it's something that doesn't have, much details, we can do 3 weeks to 1 month. So dear intending grooms, these mistakes I've highlighted are not to scare you, but to help you avoid making the same mistakes. I understand your wedding is once in a lifetime and you want to have the best of it.
The Wedding Prep by NE Weddings.